Hey yo, it's your boy Monster Man Rocco.
It's your boy Swagger Rock.
This is Snack the Ripper.
If you rap for those who don't know.
This is Master Ace. You are now rocking with the best. Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records, man.
Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records Radio. Let's go.
Breaking Records Radio.
Press 5 now. How you check Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records, man. Radio is like the place to be. I don't fuck strange music, dude.
Yo, and I commend your fans and I commend you, man, because like I've told you, numerous times now in past interviews, but you're one of my favorite MCs of all time, and just what you've always stood for, I've always found very inspirational. You know what I mean? Like a lot of artists teeter that borderline of like integrity and doing things to stay relevant, but then they still have their integrity intact, and you know what I mean? And it's like a teetering line, like. It's in your fan artist relationship. I find a lot of times, when I've been a very big fan of artists, but you're one artist that never steered me, put me on that line of balance of, like I gotta worry back from you. It's always.
I almost had that moment though. Remember I told you about the Big Beat album.
Yeah.
That Big Beat album I was working on. There was some songs on there that I would have been embarrassed later on that those songs came out, because I was really trying to appease the label and give them what they were asking for. They wanted something that was a little more jiggy, a little more on the radio, in the clubs for the girls. And I'm trying to give them what they were asking for, even though it was really against what I believed. And so I was really glad that that relationship went the way it went. And those records never really came out because they didn't need to come out, because it wasn't true to who I was. It was me trying to, make the label happy.
Yeah. No, and as much as I would love to hear the record, just because I'm a fan of your music, and I'm sure, like, the type of record that you say you're not happy with, I'm sure, like, if I was to hear it, I'd still be like, oh, this is fire. You know what I mean? It'd be something different.
I mean, the verses were cool. The verses were cool, but it was me. I was talking, the content was, the flavor of that time period, cars, girls, champagne, like some of that. It was like a little bit of all of that. I was trying to like walk the line. I wasn't like going hardcore, like this is what I do, but I would throw those little important things in the rhyme so that people would be like, okay, I'm gonna satisfy them with this little mention of this designer thing. Like it wasn't good, man. Like those records will stay, those songs will stay in my collection, and I'll play them for you in the van, but they're never gonna see the light of day.
Never see the light of day. You know what though? That it's just to look back though at like your history. I think everybody learns from mistakes, but I think it's pretty safe to say you made a lot of the right decisions. When coming to that kind of stuff, just where you are now, and just your legacy alone, speaks volumes. Like,
I appreciate it, man. It's been a great ride so far. Let's keep it going.